What is up, everybody?
What is going on, guys? We are live. Let's see who we have here with us. Say hi to everyone really quick while other people trickle in. We got Josh, FedEx, Jeremy O. What's up, brother? I assume you got to a place with some good Wi-Fi, as he was saying to us. Brian, just found out about you guys a few days ago. Awesome, man. Appreciate you stopping in, Brian. And the subscribe. Wyatt, Tim, what's up, man? Beard Code, Hillbilly. We got Josh in the house. Dancy Bearded.
Dan just called us out for being tardy, and Kyle, I want you to take responsibility for that. Because
Dan, you tell the worst jokes, man.
So, Dan, I was getting ready to hop on right at 9, and I was going to just go ahead and greet everybody. And Kyle's like, let's just wait 2 minutes. Let's keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
And here we are, tardy, and getting called out for it. So
we're getting called out.
Written up by the teacher.
Yeah, so we are very excited. We could not wait for tonight to come, as we have Michael from Last Looks Grooming here with us today. And man, do we have a entertaining, a fun live stream for you guys tonight. Super stoked. Michael, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm just honored to be here. Thrilled to be spending the night with you guys. So thank you. Thank you for hosting this.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely, man. We appreciate you coming on. One thing for everyone in here, just so you guys know right up front, we have 5 giveaways that we're going to be doing sporadically through the stream. So keep a lookout for that. A lot of good stuff. Michael really hooked us up tonight, which is awesome. We're going to be introducing a new product altogether, and then we're going to talk about a brand new scent line and a brand new movie inspiration that Michael's going to be talking about with us. So really excited about that. Yeah. So to kick it off here before we do our first giveaway. So Michael, for those who don't know, talk to us a little bit about Last Looks. Talk to us about how that came about and your vision, all that stuff.
So I'm an actor. I live in Hollywood, and I came here pursuing the dream, as we all have here in Hollywood, pursuing acting or screenwriting or what have you. But the reason why I am pursuing acting is because I'm passionate about storytelling, particularly cinematic storytelling. I love movies. I'm just obsessed with them. It's all I talk about, all I think about. I also have a beard, and I avidly collect beard products. I'm constantly buying new oils. I've been inspired by so many new companies, so many old classics, so I'm just like, I'm passionate about beards, passionate about movies. So towards the end of 2019, I launched Last Looks Grooming Company, which is a men's grooming product company specializing in beard oils, balms, and butters, and everything's inspired by movies. My whole intention is that when you put a product in your beard, I want to transport you to the location, the world of a movie.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I'll tell you, Michael really nails it with this stuff. So one thing you guys can see on the banner at the bottom, 25% off the entire store, right, Michael?
Yep. Tonight until midnight Pacific time.
Tonight until midnight. Yep. 25% off. Make sure you guys take advantage. We're going to be showing you some of Michael's products, but this is a company that when we started our channel, we were really inspired about. We got Michael right away. Products are top notch. The story behind them. There's so much that goes into these scents. And we actually had like a little meeting yesterday, and I was telling Michael, it is unbelievable how when you see what the movie is inspired about, the scent, it just matches right up. Yeah. Like you can smell the family, and you're just like, yeah, it's The Godfather. Yeah. It just smells like the mafia.
And now I can't watch a movie without trying to pick out what would be a good scent creation. Any movie I watch, I'm trying to think of like new beard scents that I could like think of now. So it's it's a very unique idea that you don't see from anybody else. Michael is a one-man show. He is creating his products. He's watching the movies to come out with his ideas. He's doing the labels that I can't wait to show you guys if you haven't seen them yet. Yeah, I mean he's a bearded gent doing good bearded things, man. It's awesome.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
for sure. So, Michael, it's your show, brother. You want to start with our first giveaway? You want to introduce the new product, the new scent? What are you thinking?
Let's do a giveaway before we get to the new one.
Awesome. I love it. So, guys, like we said, we're going to be doing 5 different giveaways. We're going to be doing 3 oils, scent of your choice. We're going to be doing 2 combos. You can either do an oil and a balm or an oil and a butter. Did I get that right, Michael?
Yep. That's
awesome.
Right.
And everybody who just came in here, hello. I see Tyson from Faithfully Bearded in here. Ryan is in here. We got Austin, Everett. What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping in. So, all right. Yeah. So, what do we want to do for this first giveaway?
So we'll start with one of the oils.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second here.
So we got about. I'm looking at 14 peeps in here. So we probably want to do, if we're going to do the number thing, keep it short range.
Yep.
Oh, just jumped up to about 17.
What's going on? We got more jumping in here.
Devin's in here from Beer Co. What's going on? I'm very slow when it comes to the comments. So
I'm trying to catch up myself.
Kyle is usually on top of it. So if I didn't say hello to you right away, it's just because I'm slow. But by now you guys should know that. And if not, then you guys haven't been watching and I'm disappointed.
All right. What's up, Phil? All right, guys. So we're going to be doing a random number. Make sure you only enter once. When I say go ahead and type in a number 1 through 14. Go ahead and go.
This is that tense moment whenever I come into a beard stream and I'm like, when I enter the moment when they're doing the giveaways,
right?
I get all tense.
Oh, yeah, like I didn't see people typing in a number. I'm like, dude, Jeez. There we go.
Nobody yet.
Yep. Oh, they just all popped up. No one got it yet?
No, so there's still a bunch of people piling in too. Nobody yet. All right, guys. We'll only vote once. Remember, number 1 through 14. Only vote once.
Kyle rushed it. We didn't even get to I didn't even get to say the rules. Of course, you know, it comes up on our screen first. You may see a winner because it comes up first on your end, but what we see on our screen. You've all heard.
Go ahead and stop. And we just got like 5 more people in. So we're doing our first giveaway. It's going to be an oil scent of your choice. We're going to redo it here. When I say go, let me regenerate.
Well, if we have 20 people in here, you should do 1 through 10. You should always do cut it in half.
It was.
No, it wasn't. You did 14.
No, but compared to how many people were at the time, because there were still people piling in. All right, guys. So when I say go ahead and type in a number 1 through 10. Go ahead and go. 1 through 10, only enter once. The internet prioritizes your answer. Phil's on top of it.
That's correct, Phil. We've never heard that before, and I'm glad Phil brought that to our attention.
Right.
It's only a matter of time before one of us has a T-shirt that has all the rules on it. Only enter one.
Adrock has an amazing idea. Michael has to do movie trivia.
All right, guys, go ahead and stop.
That's a good idea.
Stop. So the winner is Beard Code.
Mr. Devin. Nice.
Let's
give a congrats to Devin.
Congrats, Devin.
Congrats.
Let me go ahead and get that down here.
Yep. So, Michael, do you want Devin, our winners, to reach out to you directly, reach out to us, and we give you all the winners? Is it easier for them to reach out to you directly?
it's probably best if they reach out to me. They can get me on Instagram or through the contact form of the Last Looks website. Guys, if you win, let me know which scent you'd like. The first 3 giveaways are beard oil, so let me know which scent. The final 2 giveaways, they're going to be combos, so you can let me know if you want to mix and match or get 2 scents of the same thing. But just hit me up through the contact form or through Instagram.
Right. Drew said he's just going to hop on the site and go order some. Yeah, man, 25 just for the people who are piling in here. We got 5 giveaways. We just did 1, so we're down to 4. Kyle and Joe saves you 25% off all night.
Yep.
And then, Michael, did you have one more thing on top of that?
Yeah, so we're going to anyone who wins one of our 5 giveaways tonight, if you order something by midnight tonight using the code Kyle and Joe, leave a note in your order or hit me up on Instagram, and we will upgrade your winning. So if you win a beard oil, we'll upgrade it to a duo pack, an oil and a balm or an oil and a butter. And then for our later giveaways, if you win a duo pack, we'll upgrade you to a trio pack.
Look at that. Michael's bringing it tonight, guys.
Right.
Lot of free stuff. That's awesome.
And one thing that I must say that I know me and Kyle are really honored about is Last Looks was our very first affiliate that we are super honored to be affiliates with. So also, if you use that code, we do get a bit of a kickback from that, which will help our channel. So we really would appreciate that as well too. Again, our affiliates, want to be, a company that means something to us and that we really care about and love the products. And we couldn't be any happier to have Michael as our first affiliate, especially being the movie buffs and the TV heads that Kyle and I are.
Right. Fits like a glove. All right. So I say we jump right into it here. Should we introduce the new scent to everybody?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Mike. So go ahead and kick us off, man. You can talk about what inspired it, and we can kind of back you up on how what we think of it, what the scent's kind of meant to us, all that good stuff.
All right. So launching right now, this very minute, is the latest release called Ringing Bells. It's a beard collection inspired by the movie Raging Bull, directed by Scorsese, starring De Niro and Pesci. It's a classic boxing movie. In my opinion, I think it's De Niro's best performance, and it's just got a gritty, old retro vibe to it. And I wanted to encapsulate that with a leather-based scent called Ringing Bells.
Awesome. And Lou, let's dive right into, before we go into what the scent is, let's talk about this artwork on the label. Let's go from the outside in. Kyle, my camera's always sensitive. Why don't you? I'm going to try to show off the butter here. Show off that oil bottle for me. So Michael has, and see, it's already blurry for me, but Michael has easily some of the best label work in the game right now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And one thing I posted the link in our description of our review that we did a few months back. And one of our favorite things about the labels, of course, is how every bit of space is used. You have the amazing artwork that comes with it that matches the movie. You have the ingredients, and you have the scent description, which is always a favorite of ours. I mean, just completely killing. And as we go on, we're going to show you some of these other bottles. If you've not seen some yet, if you have had Last Looks, I want to see in the comments what your guys' take on this artwork is, because I'm telling you, it's some of the best in the game right now.
Yeah. There's other companies out there that do some impressive artwork. And in my opinion, like Joe just said, Last Looks is doing it right. I mean, the labels just spell out the whole thing when it comes to the movie. So what is the mix? Yes. Okay. So A-Rock, let's go ahead and A-D-Rock, excuse me. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the scent profile on this, and I can tell you, is the most unique profile out of any scent that I've ever come across. Another cool thing about it, every scent profile is on the bottle, which is cool, which I'd like to see more of. Okay, so inspired by Raging Bull, the scent profile is leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
How unique is that? So again, that's leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco. And I'll tell you, we were talking about this yesterday. Leather is a risky scent to play with because you can either go too strong, you can go too light, and then it doesn't smell like leather. This oil, the whole scent profile for all products here is identical, but you pick up. It's not a traditional leather. You pick up that true leather and that ring canvas together so nice. It's super strong in bottle, which is awesome. Once you get it in your beard and it warms up, you really pick up the tobacco. To me, it's more of like a sweet tobacco. You get that too, Joe? Like it calms everything down a little bit.
Yeah, the tobacco really makes it very, very unique. And Ad Rock, I'm going to get to this point in a minute because this was something that I touched on with Michael last night when we were talking. The tobacco is probably my favorite part in it because it comes up throughout the day really nicely. It's not a cheap tobacco scent. This is a very nice, unique tobacco that's very, it kind of puts like an outdoorsy type feel to it that's really nice, and it really balances that leather nice. And then the canvas smell is just something unique. I'm not going to say, I don't know if Mike, if that's something that you want to share, what you shared with us about how you did that canvas smell. If you want to keep it a secret, that's fine. But that is something very unique about it too. And then Ad Rock, I definitely think this leather is a different vibe than what you get with the Witch for sure. And I think that tobacco plays a big role in that. Would you agree with that, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. It's, if you like leather scents, I think they would both appeal to you, but the Ringing Bells and Live Deliciously, they're different scents. With the Ringing Bells, one of the scent profiles is boxing ring canvas. And I worked really hard to come up with a scent that had that kind of fabricy. It evokes the feeling of being in the mat because I wanted it to be like a fabric, but not like a clean, like down or downy kind of, it's not a detergent kind of scent at all. It's like a worn vintage type scent.
Yeah, like a worn in real leather couch type of thing, as opposed to like clean towels or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
For sure. And you really, hey, what's up, Metal? You really pick that up. So someone Hillbilly was asking about the profile here. So coconut oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil, apricot kernel oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, and fragrances.
Sweet almond oil as well.
Did I miss one?
Yeah.
So even with the glasses, man, I'm still blind.
It's okay.
But make sure you guys check it out. And again, take advantage. So his new one, is this one also rolling with the 25 or no?
Yeah, 25 is site wide, including the new one.
Okay. So guys, the entire store, 25% off. Make sure you take advantage. Go ahead, Joe.
I was going to say, so right off the bat, brand new scent that literally just dropped. You can already get yourself a nice little discount on that, which is awesome. And we got some other peeps that just rolling in here. We got Bearded Metal Chef. What's going on, brother? And Mr. Steve Beards and Wood himself. Never a party until he shows up. So what is going on, dude?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so one thing also, so we got the new scent, of course. One thing that I want to go over too that's really unique when it comes to last looks is their butter. So all the butter, texture-wise, feel and beard-wise, is consistent. It's the same butter, just different scent depending on what you get. And this is for sure a full-body butter. Let me see if I can show it off. There we go. And this butter is very dense. It's not thick, but when you run your finger through it, it almost takes a little bit of work to get it out of the bottle almost, but it melts down in your hand so beautifully. And it's like super, super smooth, but super thick at the same time. So when I say thick, people probably are thinking like you need like it's wax and you need like a pick to get it out. It's nothing like that whatsoever. It's just very
nice creaminess. Yeah, there's a nice creaminess to it, I think.
Very creamy.
That I really enjoy in my full bodies. So
right. And then Brian, if you want to highlight that, Joe, Brian just asked a good question. Is what's the consistency of the oil? Because that castor oil is a little thicker. Not at all to me. I don't consider this a thick oil whatsoever.
Wow.
Is there a lot of castor in here, Michael?
No, very little actually. There's less than 10% castor oil in it.
Okay. So probably just,
I wanted to include the castor oil slightly for the thickening, but I didn't want it to be in there too prevalently. I wanted it more for the health benefits than for the thickening.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, when I put it in my hand, and I mean, I always forget StreamYard is backwards, so I'll just do it this way. It runs down your hand. Like you have to, when you drop it in, and you got to hurry up and get it, or else it'll kind of drip. So yeah, it's definitely not as thick as you may think when you see the castor oil.
Right.
And let's see here. We got a wife alert here. So Mrs. Beer Talk Joe says, see, I got to smell the new scent, and it reminds me of when I go to wrestling shows with Joe. The canvas smells amazing mixed with the leather. So Michael, you got a fan of my wife. Yeah. And I was talking about this earlier when I went live for a little bit. I'm a huge wrestling fan. So you kind of get that same ring canvas type feel to it. So very cool. Thanks, wifey.
For sure. Why don't we do one more giveaway, and then we'll talk about the new product, and then maybe we'll talk about some of the older ones that I definitely want to promote, because they're some of my favorites as well. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let me pull it up here.
Ooh, Steve said he's smoking some tri-tip, so he's gonna be in and out. I guess that's a good excuse.
What's the last scent? Leather canvas. So the last scent here, it's leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco. Super unique. I promise you guys, Joe and I try a lot of product. You have never smelled anything like this before. It is so unique. It's very manly. One thing that I want to mention, tobacco metal. One thing that I wanted to mention as well is, like all of Last Look's products, this is no different. This is giving me 10 to 12 hours of scent in my beard, and not overpowering either, which is super unique.
Yeah, and the balm and the butter match the oil scent perfectly. It's very. You get that scent with all your products. You're not getting gypped in any sort of way. If you're big on scents, you would enjoy getting yourself a 3-pack if you're interested. If you're so interested in balms and things like that, you're not going to be gypped on that. That's for sure.
For sure, definitely. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do our second giveaway. This is going to be an oil of your choice. And Michael, this does include the new one as well, correct?
No, sorry, we didn't say this. The giveaways do not include ringing bells, but they're for any other scent.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. So this one's going to go quick. Only enter once. Go ahead and give me a number 1 through 10. 1 through 10. Only enter once. Go ahead and go. What's up, Mr. Davis?
We got a girl, a guy, and a garage in here. What's going on?
Hey, Holly. Or Steve.
Or both.
Or both. Yeah. Steve's running 2 accounts. Root beer is awesome. Oh, what's up, Eric? I didn't even see you come in, man.
Mr. Davis, what's going on? Eric's in here.
Welcome, Eric.
And they're piling in. And go ahead and stop, guys. This one came pretty early. David Collins with...
Congrats.
Number 7, if I can get it to focus. There we go. Throw some congrats in there, guys.
Congrats.
David
Collins. Oil.
So make sure you reach out to Michael. Last Looks. Instagram is usually the most popular way. and take a browse on the site there and pick out your oil scent.
Yes, just hit me up on Instagram. Let me know which scent you like. Giveaways don't include ringing bells. Also, guys, if you make a purchase tonight, use Kyle and Joe. The code Kyle and Joe will get you 25% off till midnight.
Yep. So, okay, so it must be Holly because she said Steve can't handle 2 accounts. She has to keep an eye on him. So, yeah, I believe that.
Right. Yeah, and again, guys, Michael was just saying 25% off. That is for the entire store. So, make sure you guys take advantage as well. And then, Michael, again, what is it if you spend over? Was it 50?
Yeah, 50.
You spend over 50, you're gonna. I'm sorry. Go ahead and say it again.
No, we didn't. We didn't get to this yet. Thank you for reminding me. If you spend over 50, it'll ship free anywhere in the U.S. Plus, we're gonna give a free gift for all orders over 50. It's gonna be a super exclusive product that's not out yet and won't be out for another few months at least. But Last Looks has made a body wash gel. And so any order over $50 will ship free in the U.S. and include a body wash gel in the scent of the family.
Awesome. Make sure you guys take advantage. We were just actually going to go ahead and get to that. We want to show that off, right, Mike?
Yeah, let's show it.
All right, guys. So Last Looks, newest product, just like Michael said.
Mine's still in my shower, but
yours is still in the shower. No worries, I got it. In the scent, the family is a body wash gel. Absolutely love this stuff. The scent is ridiculous. It is exactly, obviously, point on with the family set, which is, I want to say,
it's the orange, cigar,
and bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yep. So the family is orange, cigar, and bourbon. And it just smells exactly like the movie. It just does. This is great. It's not too stripping. It left my skin nice and soft. And I just absolutely love the scent. A little goes a long way too. And this is the nice 8-ounce bottle. So like Michael was saying, that's not going to be dropping in for the site for purchase for a little while, but spend with the code 25% off, spend $50 or more. And Michael's going to drop one of those in there for free. So make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage. Family Black
root beer, all amazing.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Right. What's up, Emo? How's it going, brother?
Emo, what's up?
All right. So one other scent that I wanted to talk about, it's actually the only one I didn't try up until a few days ago when we were kind of testing for this stream in this launch. Someone was mentioning it in the chat earlier. So Michael has 2 lines. Michael has his concessions lines, which consist of cola, right? Ginger ale, buttered popcorn. What's the other one? That's it?
Root beer.
Root beer. Yes, root beer. Someone was just mentioning that too. So I tried all of them. The one that I just recently tried, though, was the ginger ale. And this scent is amazing. I mean, I think everyone most people at least love ginger, but this is one of the only ones where you can actually almost feel and smell the carbonation, which is so cool. If there's one in the concessions portion that I recommend, it's definitely the ginger ale.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, the ginger ale is not actually on the site yet. So we're giving away. We're showing all the new secrets here at the Last Looks Lab. That's not out yet. However, no. However, if anyone makes a purchase tonight with your code and they want the ginger ale, I can send them a ginger ale. All they'd have to do is order any beard oil on the site and leave a note when you check out and say, "Give me that ginger ale," and I'll swap out whatever beard oil you added and give you the ginger ale.
Nice.
All right, look at that.
That won't be officially out for a couple weeks.
Okay. So very soon. Okay. Yeah. Make sure when the time comes, the ginger ale is absolutely phenomenal. By far my favorite on the concession stand. Spend over 25% off, guys. Make sure you spend over 50, and Michael will throw one of those in there for you. I just now knowing what is free with purchase.
So that was it the
Well, it's actually $50.
Mhm.
Paul, we're giving away a free gift for purchases made tonight by midnight for any purchase over $50. And the free gift is a body wash gel in the scent of the family. That's it right there. So
the wash is
that'll
awesome.
just be thrown in. That'll just be thrown into the package for all orders over 50.
Nice. Tyson is a liar. Tyson, who's in here, saying he ate 2 Big Macs in 2 minutes. You're a liar. That didn't happen because you said you got the Big Macs like 10 minutes ago, if not longer than that. Michael, do you know about our food challenge?
No, I don't.
So yeah, I kind of opened my big mouth and dragged Kyle along. We were in one of Tyson's streams, and
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
And he started talking about food. Him and Swag.
I saw Mo challenging some people. Is this
Mo?
How wide does this go?
So there's it's me, Kyle, Mo, Tyson, and Swag, Mr. Cribbs himself. Next Sunday, we will be trying to eat 4 Big Macs, 40 nuggets, and whoever's the fastest wins it. And Tyson's in here talking smack and lying to everybody that he ate 2 Big Macs in 2 minutes. So
it's getting in your head. Is that the training regiment?
I guess that's what Tyson's doing. And he says that I see his comments and start sweating. No, Tyson, I start sweating because I have what doctors call a weight issue. But so, Joe, are you getting extra sauce with the Big Mac? No, I'm not getting extra sauce. I'm not putting anything extra that I don't need.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be hard enough
as it is.
Yeah.
Adrock, Nightmare Before Christmas scent. That's something that I've been considering, but I'm going to need to watch the movie a bunch more times. I might be doing a Nightmare Before Christmas scent, but it's not in development at the moment.
Nice. That's awesome. So Joe,
Thank you.
Before well, I guess including this, which one's your favorite scent currently?
So I'm still going to go with the family. The family is still my favorite scent right now. Ringing Bells is now a very close second. It knocked off What the Cuss as in second place, but What the Cuss is amazing. So those are probably my top 3 in the movie line. But the ginger ale is amazing. Butter popcorn is so fun. I mean, that's just the best way to describe butter popcorn. Is just straight up fun.
It is.
I love it.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but it's still the family right now. That orange and bourbon, but I mean, everything is just blended perfectly in it. I always worry when I get like a bourbon scent, or like a rum scent or something like that, if it's going to be done too strong. That's something that I can still wear at work without having people think that I have some kind of issues.
Right. Yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough. I love the family. I gotta say though, so I'm gonna say as of right now, Black Lodge is probably my favorite. It's so hard to pick, and one of the reasons why this one hit home for me, coming into the beer game, I was not huge on coffee scents. I was just okay on them. This one totally changed it for me. There's so many people who are like, oh, I want a good coffee scent, and you almost don't think about this because it's just part of the profile. But it is Washington Forest, black coffee, and cherry pie. It's so unique. I absolutely love this one. I mean, you get that coffee, but that sweet pie calms it down a lot. And then you get that forest, that touch of outdoorsy. I love it. And it's crazy how you pick up all 3 with each sniff, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled about how that came out because I like those scent, like the profile of woodsy scents. I like coffee scents, and I like kind of sweet fruity scents. And I'm really happy about how the 3 melded together to make its own new unique kind of profile.
Yeah, definitely. And, like I was saying before, the one unique, so, we've had a lot of people coming in here. Ringing Bells is the new scent by Last Looks. The scent profile for this one is leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco. Such a unique scent. Guys, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, Kyle and Joe gives you 25% off the entire store until midnight. Make sure you guys are taking advantage. We do have some other giveaways coming up as well, but this is the most unique scent I've ever tried, and I absolutely love it. It completely changed. Did you get that too, Joe? Like, it totally changes in beard. Like, you get more strong.
Not only does it change in beard, but it almost changes in beard right away. Like, it doesn't wait. Like, I get really strong leather in the bottle, but as soon as I get it in my beard, and right before I'm about to use my blow dryer or my heated brush, it's already starting to change to that tobacco that I love. And let's see, Eric. Yes, Eric, it is inspired by Raging Bull. And Adrock had an awesome point. He says, I got to say, if you use a blow dryer, his oils don't have a burnt smell. The hold is really good as well, too. So,
yeah. Nick was saying, I love me some Twin Peaks, so that might be the scent that I go for. It sounds awesome. Twin Peaks is phenomenal. So it's called Black Lodge, inspired by Twin Peaks. I mean, you just catch it all. Coffee, outdoorsy, sweet cherry pie. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, Nick, I think you would like this. If Dale Cooper had a beard, I think this is what he would wear in it.
Nice. Very nice. All right. What do you say we do our third giveaway here?
Michael, how leather. Be putting so much leather together like that? Yeah, I mean, it's done great, Emo. Seriously, take our word for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And Joe brought up a really good point the other day. So I don't know if it's just kind of natural or if it's because we test so many products based off of our channel, of course, but we tend to wear less and less balm. And Joe, just pick up that conversation that we had yesterday about Michael's balm.
I mean, well, first and foremost, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, the scent matches perfectly. So if you're big on, scents and everything like that, the scent is going to match the balm perfectly. Second of all, this is going to be on that lighter medium hold, which for me personally, that I really like. I mean, it does not take much work at all to get out, and you get a nice creamy feel to it. And it really does everything that I still needed to do, in a balm. I primarily have my biggest issues in my close to my sideburn areas. So that's primarily where my balm is going to go. And I'm pleased either way with it. It's not weighed down whatsoever. I don't feel like I have an extra 10 pounds on my face, which is always good. And I mean, it's very, very solid. I love it.
Thank you.
What's up, Mute Chef? Yes, I do too. I'm just echoing Joe, but I really like the fact that you're going to get rid of the flyaways. It's not going to stop a bullet, which is a good thing, and it does not weigh you down. That's the key. I love the natural, the natural beard shake, and it's it turns you off when you're throwing in a balm and it feels like you're completely weighed down, like it's ready to stop a bullet, like I said. So, if you're someone who's iffy on balms, but you don't want to totally give them up, try Michael's balms. You won't regret it. So for the people rolling in here, guys, at the bottom, Kyle and Joe gives you 25% off the entire store until midnight. Spend $50. Michael's going to give you free shipping. And if you leave a note in there, he's going to give you the brand new body wash gel in the scent of the family, which is bourbon, orange, and
cigar.
Cigar. This stuff is awesome. I really like that you came out with a body wash gel. Like, obviously everyone likes a co-wash and wash. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't see it a ton from a beard company. Super unique.
Right. Yeah. And a wash and conditioner are definitely on the horizon for Last Looks. But the way I see it, I wanted that whole shower experience.
Right.
So that's why we got the body wash.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've used it 3 times now, and I mean it's been better. It's been better each time. And you don't need a lot of it either. It's it's nice and strong in the shower, but it's also a scent though that it's not gonna carry over the entire day, which is nice because a lot of people don't like that. They don't always like having too strong a scents coming from, whether it's a beard conditioner, a beard wash, or even a body wash sometimes, just depending on what they like to put on their bodies or beards afterwards. So, I mean, it is perfect, but you get a good shower experience, and I love the orange that pops out in it. So,
right. And really good. I know we're doing we're going to get to our giveaway in just 1 second here, guys. But really good question. I'll let Michael go ahead and answer that.
So I started Last Looks in October of 2019. So I've been around for what's it been? 3 months? 6 months, 7 months, maybe.
About that, yeah. 6, 7 months.
Yeah, but I've been growing a beard for years, maybe like 8 or 9 years. But I used to trim it very short. I trim it at like the 1 month length. And about 2 years ago is when I really just started growing it. And that's also when I became obsessed with collecting beard oil and butters. Right. And yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it keeps growing and growing, guys. Like I said, I can't recommend enough, especially a deal like this. Make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Go ahead, I want to get this. Everett, Everett was saying that he's still trying to figure out, what his beard likes and needs. I mean, if I can just, give you, a quick tip. I don't know how new you are to, the bearded community, the beard game. But I mean, if you start yourself off with some, good oils and use some good butters at night, I mean, that's a really good start. And then I would really encourage, looking into some good washes and co-washes. And if you're somebody that wants some extra product to help with styling, there's plenty of amazing balms out there as well too. So I mean, if you start diving into, some of those things, I think you'll be off to a very, very good start in your bearded journey.
For sure. Yeah. And just to kind of second ad rock there, Michael's Michael's butters are just so unique. They're definitely a full body, but they're one of, if not the most creamiest in the game for how dense it is. If you haven't tried it, really give it a shot. I mean, you can kind of see you got to slightly work to get it out, but it melts down so nice in your hand. I really highly recommend it. I love personally Black Lodge. That's the coffee cherry pie and the woodsy scent. I love that butter at night. That coffee scent. It's just really calming. I mean, you think coffee in the morning, but it's so calming to me. I love that one at night.
See, I'm right there with you at night because when I am wearing Last Looks products, I'm basically putting myself into that show or into that movie too. And when you think of that kind of scent, you're thinking of going to a diner on the side of the road, late at night, and and you're getting relaxed that way. So that's why I like to wear it at night too, because I picture myself, in that roadside diner in the middle of the night to kind of calm me down.
Black is the sky on a moonless night. That's how they refer to the coffee in the show Twin Peaks.
There we go.
That's what Ad-Rock's talking about.
There we go.
Main character Dale Cooper says, "I like my coffee black as the sky on a moonless night." And yeah, it's black coffee in there. In that, in Black Lodge, it's a black coffee scent. It's not like a, mocha latte.
Right. Nothing fancy.
No sweet like Starbucks, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and do our third giveaway. This is going to be our last one for just a single oil, and then we're going to get into 2 combos after that. So 25 people. Okay, guys, so only enter once. Go ahead and throw a number in there. When I say go ahead and throw a number in there. 1 through 15, go ahead and go. 1 through 15.
The anticipation is killing me.
All right. Holly said she likes more milk and sugar than coffee.
Yeah. I don't drink coffee whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I love the smell of coffee.
Yep. All right, guys, go ahead and stop. We have a winner. And buddy of ours, someone who actually won last time too, Bearded Hillbilly.
Nice.
With the 11 for the win.
Yeah.
Congrats, Bearded Hillbilly.
Too. Awesome.
Congrats. All right. So Hillbilly, hit me up through Instagram. Let me know which scent you like, and we'll send you that free beard oil. But this goes for you and everyone else who wins tonight. If you make a purchase using code Kyle and Joe before midnight, we'll upgrade your winning. So everyone who wins a beard oil or who won a beard oil tonight, if you made a purchase with the code Kyle and Joe, we'll give you a balm or butter as well as your free beard oil. Same thing for the upcoming giveaways. Our upcoming giveaways are a duo pack, an oil and a balm, or an oil and a butter. Anyone who wins one of those and makes a purchase tonight, you'll get a trio instead of a duo.
Look at that.
It's awesome.
And of course, with that, like Michael said, with that purchase, with the code, you will get 25% off the whole store. So you can't beat that.
Yep. And you'd be helping the channel out, which of course we always love and appreciate from you guys as well. So very, very good stuff. So one of the most, we didn't really dive into what the cost too much, which is something that I want to do because this is a very, very good outdoor scent. And again, probably one of my favorite labels too.
Yep.
And there you go. Kind of. Yep. So what the cost is what are we looking at here? It's beans, apple cider, blueberries, grass, tree, and a burning whack bat pine cone. So yeah, dive right into that, Michael. Tell us all about that profile.
Gladly. So what the cost is inspired by the Wes Anderson film Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's until he made Isle of Dogs about 2 years ago, it was his only non-live action film. It's actually a stop motion animation film. But just like pretty much all the other Wes Anderson films, it's just stacked with an amazing cast. It's got Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, George Clooney, and it's basically about a fox. It's based off a Roald Dahl story, actually. But Fantastic Mr. Fox is about a fox who is trying to reconcile his yearning for adventure with his responsibilities, being a family man, a husband and a father. And he gets into all sorts of hijinks. He's stealing from farmers, and farmers wage war back on him. So what the cost is inspired by that. I classify the scent as a fruity yet slightly smoky scent. It's not sweet fruit like you're eating a fruit salad. It's blended with smoky and a little bit of a woodsiness to it too.
Right. Yeah, what the cuss is, it's right. It's so hard to pick. It's right up there with me. I'm telling you guys, these are all unique scents. None of them are offensive. None of them, you're not going to wake anyone up or anything crazy like that. But I'm right there with you on that, Mike. I think that it definitely is a sweeter, softer scent with a back tone of that smokiness. And that smokiness kind of comes out for me more in beard. I love what the cost. My brother actually just got it. I told you yesterday. He just got it the other day. He loves it.
Yeah. Well, is beans apple cider? Is that a specific apple cider?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the character in the film. Bean is the farmer who grows the apples and makes the cider.
Okay.
So I like to include references to the movie. I mean, technically, it's just an apple cider scent, but on the label it says beans apple cider. Just like on the label it says a burning whack-bat pine cone. Technically, what the scents are is a bit of a wood fire smokiness and a slight pine.
Okay.
But in the film, they play the game Whack-Bat, and so on the label, it's called a burning Whack-Bat pine cone.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So as you guys saw, I have the movie. I have over 500 Blu-rays that I have. It's even though my oils are catching up to that huge collection, which is awesome. But yeah, I have not seen Fantastic Mr. Fox yet, so I got to dive right into that and watch it. I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. And I'm actually proud to say that I have all the movie. I don't have any Twin Peaks though, but I do have all the movies. I have The Witch. As you saw, I have Mr. Fox. I have this awesome Godfather collection here. And in this little 3-pack here, I got Raging Bull as well. So
that's awesome.
Yep, stepping up my movie game too. To go with.
I mean, there's only so much time, you know. There's so many movies to watch.
Oh, I know.
Right.
If only we could just watch movies all day long. But that's what we all like. All of us movie lovers. That's, you know, we get into conversations, and then someone's like, "Have you seen this movie?" And then we're like, "Oh yeah, starring so and so, directed by so and so, came out this year about this story." Like, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely know all about it.
Right.
That's where you are.
Yep. So we got a few new people trickling in here, guys. So as you can see, scrolling at the bottom, Kyle and Joe, 25% off the entire store until midnight. And we have released Last Look's new scent, Ringing Bells, which is inspired by Raging Bull. The percent profile, leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco. It is the most unique scent I have ever smelled in the game. Absolutely phenomenal. Totally changes in beard, which is just so cool. Make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage. But again, that 25% off is good for the entire store.
Holly says that they still have 2 VCRs, which is awesome.
What's a VCR?
Right. Yeah.
Nick, I made a scent for the Lighthouse. It's already done. It'll be coming out. Unfortunately, I can't say soon, but there will be a Lighthouse scent.
That's awesome.
Already done.
Let's not do a scent for the lobster, though. I felt like I wasted my life watching that one.
The film The Lobster? Is that I love that. I really like that movie.
Look at that. By Dan. That's kind of cool.
Remember the Titans.
That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah. I've seen that so many times. I had a high school teacher, and that was his go-to film when he didn't want to teach. So I've seen the movie maybe 30 times, 20 of which were in my sophomore year of high school.
Wow. You know what I never realized till a couple years ago. That's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Disney movie, which is awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. I have Disney Plus now. And it's crazy, like you get everything basically, and I didn't know half the stuff that was actually Disney and all that stuff, which is
yeah. I'm rewatching The Wire right now, and Avon Barksdale is one of the stars of The Wire, but I always just think of Remember the Titans when I see him.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Is Wes Anderson my favorite movie maker? It's hard to say. I mean, I couldn't say he's my favorite, but he's absolutely among the top 20 at least, maybe 10. I absolutely love Wes Anderson. I think that he's one of those guys where his movies are masterful, but they're accessible. They're fun, and they're thoughtful, and they're smart, and they're timeless. Like he's truly, it's fascinating to watch him while he's alive making these movies, because in 100 years people are going to be watching his movies. They're going to be talking about his influence on cinema. So I think that we're very lucky to be experiencing this. Same thing with Tarantino. I think that those two, they're like pinnacle auteur filmmakers of our lifetime.
I love Tarantino. Love just about everything that he comes out with. And why don't you guys in the chat? I want to see. Type your favorite movie of all time. If you guys have one, let's see it in the chats. Let's see some of these movies that you guys like. Kyle, what's your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, you got to do that to me, Joe.
Yeah, I do. And then we'll I'll tell mine, and then we'll dive into our next giveaway.
Michael, you see what he does to me?
Yeah.
See, we don't script nothing.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't script nothing. We come somewhat prepared, ready to go, and we just do it. So, favorite movie. Let's go. Let's do this.
I can list so many. I don't want to hold up our conversation here. I'm just going to throw a few out there. Totally random, and you can pick out of any of these.
Okay.
Remember the Titans, Training Day, Rocky 2, Terminator 2. That's a few. Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
All right.
So, you know me, obviously, I'm a big horror movie buff. My all-time favorite movie. Wearing a Halloween shirt now. I love the original Halloween, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If we're not talking about horror movies, The Departed is amazing. I absolutely love The Departed. Man, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio absolutely destroy it in that movie. Amazing. And then The Wolf of Wall Street, again, Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Now there are at least literally half a dozen times that he should have won best, but that was the biggest upset in our lifetime of someone not winning best lead in a feature, because that film, I think that's one of his best performances among one of the best living actors.
Michael, if you were to say that is his best performance, I would not. I can't argue with you. I mean, that was amazing.
So good.
And he was also amazing. He wasn't the main character, but he was amazing in Django Unchained too.
Mm-hmm.
He played such a good villain in that.
Right. There's a great trivia about that film where he smashes his hand and he saves the take. Have you seen this? There's a scene when he slams his hand on the table and a glass breaks and actually slices his palm. And so the blood in the scene, because then later it's kind of gross, but he wipes his hand on her face. What's Beatrice? What's her name?
Was it Beatrice or?
It's something German with a B, I think.
I can't remember.
Yeah. But anyway, that blood is real. He really cut his hand.
Wow.
And being the professional that he was, he saved the take. He didn't cut. He just kept going. And then when Tarantino called cut, they rushed in medics and actually gave him a bunch of stitches on his palm.
Wow. Yeah. Real quick, Dan just had up underrated movie is The Town with Ben Affleck. I think he wrote and directed it.
He did.
It's my favorite, one of top 2 bank robber movies.
Yeah,
best bank rob movie though is Point Break. All the
original.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Love it.
Oh, catch me if you can.
Ben Affleck gets some heat from people, and I will always defend him. I think that he's proven that he's a great writer. He's a good actor. He's made some lasting contributions. The Town, Argo. I mean, and according to Matt Damon, it was a very even 50-50 split on writing for Good Will Hunting. So, I mean, that alone, I think, establishes that he's a good writer.
I got to throw that in there on my list, by the way. Good Will Hunting was just... All right, guys, real quick. Let's go ahead and do our second last giveaway. This is going to be a combo. This is going to be either an oil balm or an oil butter, your choice. This is also going to be the scent of your choice.
Yeah.
Now I want to mix it up a little bit for this one. I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys a question about Joe and I to see who's been watching the videos and see.
Broomhilda, Mr. Pizza Face, got it. It's Broomhilda. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay.
That was the name. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Evert, excuse me. Jersey Girl. Underrated movie. Affleck was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So here is the question. The first person to get this right wins the giveaway. combo of your choice, scent of your choice. Here's the question. I'm looking for exact verbiage on this one. This is going to be a 3-word answer. Joe and I's last two videos, that was not a review. What was the message that was given? Looking for 3 words. Go ahead and go. We'll see who's been watching the videos, and it'll pay off. So go ahead and go. I'm looking for 3 words from our last 2 videos. What was the message that we were given?
I'm catching up on some of these comments. So many good ones. Nick Byrd called out Drive, Nightcrawler, Under the Skin. These are all some of my favorite movies in the past decade. Place Beyond the Pines is one of the best heist films. I love the heist genre. There's something about it is just so thrilling to me, and that's an incredible one. Actually, here's a tidbit about me. The filmmaker who made the film The Place Beyond the Pines, he made a film before that called Blue Valentine. That was the movie that made me move to Hollywood to act, to pursue acting.
Okay. That's awesome. Very cool. All right, guys. So just about everyone got it. The first one to appear on our screen, though, was Nick Byrd. The message to our video was pay it forward. So very cool. Throw some congrats in there for Nick. So Nick, make sure on Instagram you reach out to Michael on Last Looks, and you're going to be getting either an oil balm or an oil butter, and the scent is going to be of your choice. So make sure you go ahead and reach out. But congrats, brother.
Yep. And that's any scent except for ringing bells, though, correct?
Right.
Yes, any scent except the brand new one, ringing bells. Thank you, Joe.
Yep. Yeah. So while everybody pay your congratulations, the next scent that I want to dive into is the Live Deliciously, which again, I mean, just straight up amazing artwork if my camera cooperates with me. But if you're into that kind of just, I mean, the movie itself, it's inspired off the movie The Witch, which if you guys have not seen, it's one of those like just darker, slower, methodical type, horror movies. I mean, it's not a, go to summer camp and get slashed type horror movie. It's a well written, thought out, horror movie with it. And I mean, just like the plot itself, I mean, again, the scent on this is well thought out, methodical. I mean, it's a crazy scent. It's New England forest, oud wood, leather, amber, and hay. Michael, talk to us about Live Deliciously.
So Live Deliciously, inspired by The Witch, was a scent where I was trying to get the feeling of being the movie takes place in New England in colonial times, and it's about a family it's not necessarily in the wilderness, but they're definitely on the outskirts, and I wanted to evoke that sense of an old world but very rural. Also, the movie has kind of an ethereal nature, and so that oud wood, I think, gives it kind of this like spiritual sense to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it's really good. I mean, it's a very unique scent. I know somebody in the chat had brought up when we were talking about ringing bells how the leather is different in these two. How would you go about explaining that?
Totally different. It's amazing.
I've gotten a lot of different people reach out and give their opinions on this. And it's interesting because some people find it a very kind of cologne-ish scent. I personally don't really see it as a cologne scent, particularly because it's definitely not a cologne in the terms of the commercial colognes. Some people make scents inspired by specific colognes, and this is not that. But some people do think that this is kind of more of an evening, night out kind of scent. But in my opinion, I find it more of like a rural almost more of a rugged kind of scent.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would not think cologne either. But I mean, I would wear it out definitely. If I was going to grab some dinner with my wife or something like that. But yeah, cologne definitely doesn't come up for me, but it's so unique. I mean, again, if you know the movie, I mean, it has just really cool, eerie feel to it and it's just such a cool like experience that comes with it. And it's, again, these scents will make you want to watch the movie, which is really cool. So.
Right. Yeah, this scent just reminds you of the movie. They all do. It's ridiculous. But I agree. I don't think this one's a cologne at all. I'm mainly in this one for one. It's a heavy leather scent for sure. I pick up the leather, and then the back end, I get that like farmish hay type of scent, which is really cool. I consider this more of like a manly, rugged scent. I'm pretty much 100% aligned with you on this one. Michael, see, my wife loves all of them. She's not a Live Deliciously fan, only because she says it's too heavy with the leather. So that's one of those things. You either like leather or you don't. If you like leather, this is for you, 100%.
Right.
So yeah, Dan brings up a good point about cologne. Yeah. When scents mix so well, you can no longer pull out the individual notes for many people. Yeah, I get the individual notes on these. So that that's where I don't think I can put it in a cologne category either.
Right, for sure. I'm rocking.
Then again, that's a great point, Dan. Nice. Some people, I think, there are the distinction needs to be made that there is a type of commercial cologne, and then there's also the fact that a cologne type of scent would be one where, as Dan said, the scent profile kind of melds together. But I also think there's a third option. I don't necessarily think this way, but I do recognize that some people feel like a cologne kind of scent is more of it evokes a certain kind of feeling, as opposed to a scent where it's like, this is tea tree and spruce. And then there's one where it's kind of got a more delicately balanced blend of many different things, and it evokes a certain cologne-ish vibe to them.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know Emo. Is he messing with us here?
I
don't know. He's teasing us.
I get it. I mean, I get it the most. I mean, I do. And honestly, I mean, if you chose to even reduce the leather set a little bit, you would probably still get it a good amount, for me at least. I mean, I get it right off the bat strong. And it does take some time for that leather to fade a little bit as well. But like Kyle said, I do kind of get that outdoorsy, hay type smell too. So
Right. Yeah. So real quick, guys, I'm seeing some new faces in here as we've been on for over an hour. Today we released the new scent by Last Looks, Ringing Bells, which is inspired by the movie Raging Bull. Leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, tobacco. Absolutely phenomenal. Totally unique scent. Changes in beard. Make sure you guys take advantage. This is live on the site right now. Scrolling on the bottom, Kyle and Joe is going to save you 25% off the entire store. Make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage. If you spend over $50 or over, it's going to be free shipping for that order. And then brand new product that's not even for sale yet, body wash gel with the family scent. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Joe and I are the only two to test this besides you.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. This stuff is amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you spend over 50 as of now so you can get your free bottle. And then when it hits the website, make sure you guys take advantage. Really good stuff.
And that's $50 after the discount, because that discount's pretty big. You get quite a few things from the site with that 25% off, but the 25% off ends at midnight.
Okay. Yeah. 25% ends at midnight. Yeah. Make sure you take advantage. A lot of great scents, but if you're looking for a different type of butter and it's something that you're into trying, try Michael's butter. I'm telling you, if you're looking to just pick up like one product tonight, His butter is so unique. I love it. It has a little bit of hold. You can wear it during the day if you're into that. I absolutely love wearing it at night because every time I wear it, my beard is so nice and soft.
Mm-hmm. Could a cologne be taken? Dan asks, could a cologne be taken as a scent that is trying to attract a lover? Other scents are for yourself, and colognes are for others. You know what?
I like that.
That's a very good question. When I pick out a cologne, honestly, if my wife loves it, then most likely that's what I'm going to go with. Even if it's something that is not necessarily something that I would choose. If I'm gonna smell good when it comes to like a cologne, I want it to be for my wife. So I would say that a cologne would be to try to attract others. I would say when I used to wear, colognes a lot, I wanted people around me to smell that. So I'm on board with that. That would be my answer to that question, at least for me. I think that's a personal preference answer, but yeah, that's for me.
Right. So real quick, guys, Nick is asking what scent. Just remember, Nick, if you make a purchase, what is it? You'll do the trio. So Nick won an oil, but if he makes one more purchase, you'll throw in to make it a trio, right?
Anyone who won an oil tonight, if you make a purchase with the code Kyle and Joe by midnight, we'll bump it up to a duo. Okay. And anyone who won a duo tonight will bump it up to a trio.
Gotcha. So make sure you take advantage of that for a beard code. I know Nick won. Also, really great question by FedEx. So he said, so to be clear about the butter, is it
what's
on
up, Wolfie?
Hey, what's up, Wolfie? Is it on the thicker side? And Joe, please, and Michael, please chime in. I'm going to say no. It's not on the thicker side. It's more dense, but it is super creamy and it melts down immediately. But it is I'm not even going to say heavier. It's a full body butter. So it takes a little bit to get it out, but it's super creamy. Would you agree with that, Joe, Michael?
Yeah. Again, I mean, you're definitely going to get more nourishment than you will any sort of hold. That's for sure. And again, it's one of those poured butters that I find to be nice and creamy when I'm taking it out of the jar, which is what I personally look forward to when it comes to a butter at night. I want something that's going to be easy to work in my hand or in my hands and easy to put into my beard right before I go to sleep. But I can see a lot of people who enjoy using butters during the day, easily rocking that out in the day with the matching oil to go with it too. It's very, very good for day and at night. I'm just a night person when it comes to butters.
Anything you want to layer on there, Michael, or you think we covered it?
So, I agree with everything you said. And it's a poured butter for sure. It's not. I personally like both whipped butters and poured butters, and I use them both at different times. But this is a poured butter, and I think that it does have some tack, and it holds well. I'm really happy with how our butters are.
Yeah, I think the big difference there is, and beeswax. I think there is.
There's not. In
There's
fact,
not. Sorry.
There's not. So yeah, no. There's no wax in our butter. There's no wax of any type in our butters. Also, in fact, we don't use beeswax. Last Looks is entirely plant-based, so we don't use any animal-derived ingredients. So, in fact, the balms do have wax, but it's a plant-based wax and not a beeswax.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're looking at shea butter, fractionated coconut oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, apricot kernel oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, fragrance, and essential oils in there. So, I mean, it's a loaded ingredient profile, but with a lot of just all good, amazing, all natural ingredients that just honestly feels really, really good in your beers. And again, I love this for at night, but can easily be worn during the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big key to it is it is poured. We already went over that, but it melts down in your hand so nice. It really does. Almost, I would say, once it's down to an oil base, it's similar to like a heavier whipped. Once it's melted down in your hand, which is key for me. I love them both. I'm going to quote Dan. One time he told me when we were talking full body or whipped, he's like, I can't live without both. And I'm the same way. I prefer whipped if I had to choose, only because I like butter at night most of the time, but I actually own more full body, so butter. So go figure. But I love this butter. It's one of my favorites, hands down.
We got Jimmy from Ruddy Man in here. What's going on, Jimmy? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy makes an awesome whip butter.
Yeah, Jimmy makes an award-winning butter.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he drops. I mean, he's got I haven't actually had the whipped yet. I have 2 liquid butters that I'm absolutely loving too.
Yeah,
which is something that I don't see too often. Which is
no, he's an innovator with that. And I think that solves a great problem. The thing with butters, the thing with sending anything in the mail is that from the moment I drop something off at the post office, I lose control of that product, of making sure that it's, I have the highest standards for how I want to make something, but then, who knows the temperature of the trucks and the planes, and in transit, you don't know if it's going to melt and reconstitute. And that just stresses me out so much. Like the last thing I'd want to do is have a whipped butter, and then it melts and it gets all, because I've had that happen to me. I've ordered butters, and then the mail, and I know it's not the producer's fault. I know it was something that happened in transit, but that is one of the several reasons why we do a poured butter, because I've done at least 30 different prototypes of butters, and this is the one that I settled on.
Nice. Yeah, I mean it's excellent. I really do enjoy it. Very good at night. Let's see. FedEx says he really wants to try the root beer oil more than anything else. Other than that, definitely the Black Lodge. Yeah, two very good, two very good scents. Root beer, as you can see, part of the concession series that he has. Yeah. So Michael has 2 different series in his line there. You have the concession series, which again, if you're just coming in and have not had any Last Looks products, you have root beer, you have butter popcorn, ginger ale, and cola. Am I missing it?
No, that's all of them, but we will repeat that the ginger ale is technically not, it hasn't been released yet. That'll come out in the next few weeks. However, anyone who's in the stream, if they want to make a purchase tonight, I'd be happy to send them the ginger ale. All they'd have to do is order another beard oil on the site and leave a note at checkout that says, hey, swap this one for the ginger ale, and we'll get you guys the ginger ale.
So that's huge, guys. The ginger ale is absolutely phenomenal.
It is
phenomenal. Blew me away, honestly.
You get the carbonation in your nose, which is such a cool feeling. I love it.
It's amazing. There's one other oil that I think of that does that, and I'm not going to say what it is because it's not by Last Looks, but I like this one better. I really do. This one is a strong ginger ale scent, and the fact that you get carbonation in there, this one lasted me 10 hours. That's just it's awesome. So if you want my opinion, if you're looking for something different besides Ringing Bells that just released, purchase an oil and throw a note in there and say you want the ginger ale. Michael just said he'll hook you up with that.
Yeah. Is there a specific brand of ginger ale that you use as an influence, or no? Just
no, but I've gotten some. No, I didn't model it off of a particular brand. Do you guys think it's any brand in particular?
Not really. I'm picking up a strong, like Canada Dry. It's like a strong ginger ale flavor. Right. I guess if you have to pinpoint it, maybe I'd go that route.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Happy to hear that. Actually, in the process of developing this scent, I learned a little bit about the product of ginger ale and its origins. Canada Dry was the first ginger ale, and it was not. It wasn't invented as a soda. We usually drink it as a beverage, but it was actually intended to be a booze mixer, a mixer for alcohol to make different cocktails. And someone wanted to make something that was sweet and appealing, but not fruit based.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, Michael, in Ohio, it's pop. I'm just teasing.
Pop. Yes. Yeah, no, I grew up in Jersey. We said soda, and luckily here on the West Coast, they also say soda.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to change. I had to change a lot of other things I said. Oh, I had the Philly accent, hoagie mouth, so I had to really basically relearn how to speak when I came to California.
That's funny. I love being like on vacation or just out of town or whatever. And I'd be like, what kind of pop do you have? And people are like, soda.
Yeah.
People's reaction.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me because that's like pop makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the regions that call all sodas Coke.
Yes. What kind of Coke do you want? Yeah.
I'll never understand that.
No, I don't get it either. And I'm stubborn with what I say. I won't adapt. If I were to like move anywhere, I would never adapt. It would always stay the same to me, and I'd probably tick a lot of people off. But yeah.
All right, later, Ruddy.
Everything's a Coke in the South.
Austin is a fellow Buckeye. It's Pop in Ohio, baby.
Pop in Ohio.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Dan from Michigan says Pop, of course. And then he says, can I have a Mountain Dew Coke?
I have a Mountain Dew Coke? Right.
Which is funny because I think Pepsi is what makes Mountain Dew. So like, I don't get it.
So it's like it's wrong in like at least two different ways.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. Pop is Pop here in Canada too. Okay, there you go. Our brothers up north say it right.
You put it on. All right, guys. Do you want to do our last giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this giveaway is going to be a combo of your choice. This is going to be a scent of your choice. So it can either be an oil balm or oil butter, and then again, it can be a scent of your choice besides the brand new one, Ringing Bells.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Definitely cart, Holly. Never say buggy.
No. I actually think you're just making that up just to mess with us. I
was going to say
that's how absurd that is to me.
It's definitely cart.
Coke made in Georgia. Nice.
Yeah. It's a cart.
Yeah, definitely
a buggy.
All right, Joe. Do we want to? Well, we did a question last time. Should we do a number again?
Yeah, we can do a number again. I couldn't even think of a question if you asked me right now. Okay. Your question before was really good though. I even had to look it up.
Right, you're like, what was it?
Yeah, let's do a number. Let's do another number. Let's see. We got 25 peeps in here. Yeah.
All right.
Number.
All right, guys. So for our last giveaway, again, combo of your choice, scent of your choice. It's either an oil balm or oil butter. We're going to do a random number. When I say go ahead and give me a number 1 through 15. Go ahead and go. Only enter once. 1 through 15. Only enter once. This is our last giveaway for a combo.
A buggy. I still can't. See, buggy, I don't know if like, not only does that seem like nowhere in America would say that, but like nowhere in the 20th century. That's like, I feel like that would be like Ireland in the 1800s.
Right.
Yeah.
And nowhere else.
Saying the word buggy bugs me.
All right, guys, go ahead and stop. And this is actually a funny coincidence because our man FedEx was wondering what he should get. And he is our winner. Lucky number 8.
Congrats.
Go ahead and throw some congrats in the chat for our man FedEx, loyal subscriber.
Holly, you were close. You were close on our screen there with that number.
So FedEx, I don't know if you're on Instagram. I don't know if you follow us or not. But Michael, you said that they can email you. There's a contact us through the site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So hop on lastlooks.com, email Michael, or on Instagram. So you're going to let him know if you want an oil balm or an oil butter, and then scent of your choice besides the brand new ringing bells tonight.
Right. Plus, like with all the giveaways tonight, FedEx, if you make a purchase using the code Kyle and Joe before midnight, then we'll bump you up from the duo bundle that you won. We'll throw in a third thing. You'll get a trio bundle.
You can't beat that, man. Cannot beat that. I guessed 8 every time. Congrats, brother. I do that too.
I like that. I should start doing that. The worst feeling in the world is when I feel like I'm fast on the jump and I type in a number and then I look up and there's already like 2 or 3 of that same number. If I just played it cool, if I just waited.
When I'm listening on a stream, like I'll have it, my wife, she'll be on the other side of our sectional and she'll be listening. And so like if we're in Dan's stream and he's doing his giveaway, she'll be like, he'll be doing like 1 through 40. Steph would be like, pick 37, and I'll hurry up and I've already had a number already typed in. And it'll be like 26, and then it'll be like the winner will be like 39, and Steph will be like, "See, you should have picked 37. I was close." I'm like, "But I would have still lost." What do you? What does it matter?
Nah, it still doesn't win.
Right. So
we got a good question here. Is the code case sensitive? I don't believe it is.
No,
it is not case sensitive. Yeah, guys. So again, that code 25% off the entire store, and that includes the brand new scent ringing bells. 25% off the entire store. So make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage of that. Spend $50, free shipping, and we're going to throw in. Michael's going to throw in a brand new, not even released yet, body gel in the scent of the family, which is so good. Orange, bourbon, and cigar. Did I get it right that time?
Yep.
So good, guys. Love it.
Yeah, that gel reminded me of why the family is still my favorite right now. But again, the new Ring and Bells it's crept up there.
Yeah,
they're like neck and neck. It's like 1A, 1B. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Ringing Bells. I think that this will definitely shoot up very quickly to be one of the most popular scents for sure that we have so far. It's
like I said. Third time I think I said it. It's the most unique scent that I've smelled, that I've liked. There's some where I'm just like, oh, but I absolutely love it. I can't believe how much it changes as the day goes on. I mean, I'm picking out all 3 scent profiles. It's just so cool because like you said, your typical leather is like that clean linen. That's like your typical leather. I've never smelled it used this way before in Ringing Bells, which is so cool.
Yeah. All right. So what do we think, you guys? Do we want to stick around a little bit? Are we tired? What are we doing, man? What do we got? So I think we covered all these amazing scents. We covered the butters, we covered balms, oils. Yeah, some good winners tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Michael, again, I mean, is there anything else? Is there anything else that you want to add? Anything that you wanted to talk about regarding your company, anything at all that we didn't get a chance to cover tonight?
We covered a lot. I will say that this is, in the short time that Last Looks has been around so far, I found that my absolute favorite thing about doing any of this is just the connections I made, the people that I've met online who hit me up, who say, hey, I love movies too. And then we just start talking about movies. That's the passion. That's why I got into this at all, because all I ever really thought about were movies. I'm just obsessed. And that's why I got into this. And I found that there are a lot of people who love movies. And the fact that the internet has connected us all, it's just been the most incredible gift. And I love it. So anyone on the stream or anyone who's ever heard of me, even if they don't care about beards or have any intention of purchasing from me, like none of that matters, but reach out to me. I would love to just chat about movies. I want to hear recommendations. I want to hear what people are enjoying, and I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's the passion. I was getting ready to say that. The three of us talked through stream yesterday, and it's funny. Like I was almost like kidding, bringing up like a stupid comedy movie, and listening to Michael break it down and his thoughts and his passion on his company and how he correlates movies into him. Man, was just really cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
And again, I mean, I can't express how impressive it is that, I mean, Mike, you're a one-man show. I mean, you're creating all these products, you're doing your research by watching all these movies, and you're developing these amazing, unique labels. Man, it's crazy. It's awesome, and man, I don't think you could, and you can't ask, for much better when it comes to a company owner.
Right.
Before I started, and me and Kyle started this channel, I remember first talking to Michael from my personal Instagram account when I first stumbled across him. And I mean, what you see right here is what you get with Michael. I mean, completely laid back, amazing customer service all around. And it's a great experience, from every aspect when it comes to, a beard company, which is awesome. So
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. And then FedEx had a great question for you there, Michael. I went ahead and pinned it.
FedEx, my favorite of my own scents. That's a difficult question. My favorite from the scents that are available right now, I would say it's probably Ringing Bells. It's a hard question. It's a really hard question. The thing is, like, also there's a big nostalgia factor built into this too. So, when I wear a scent and it makes it, like, Twin Peaks is my favorite show. When I wear that, I feel like I'm in Twin Peaks, and it's an awesome feeling. So it's hard to parse the emotional aspect of it. But I love Ringing Bells. I'm really proud of this new one. I think that anyone who hasn't tried anything from what I've made so far, if I would recommend one scent, it would definitely be Ringing Bells.
Now, what about same question in your concessions, including what's going to be dropping here soon? Not quite yet.
Okay, that's easy. Ginger ale, for sure, for me, is my favorite. Sometimes I used to very simply just not really be that into sweet scents. That's changed over the months. Now I definitely like a lot of different sweet scents, but I always find myself going for my ginger ale scent when I want a sweet scent, but I don't necessarily want a fruity sweet scent.
Yes. We mentioned this yesterday, and of course everyone's different. Straight up ginger ale out of the can, out of the bottle, 100% ginger ale. You get the carbonation. It's so impressive. I get that when it's in beard and it's starting to fade a little bit, I get the tiniest bit of lemon/ginger, like not ginger ale of pop, but you know what I mean? Just a real little bit. But you're right. It's not like a fruity scent. It's this one where it truly blew me away.
Yeah. Other than that, I love the root beer. I wear that one a lot.
Nice.
Good. Root beer, sense, it's hit or miss. You like it or you don't.
Yeah. So a question that was asked of me earlier, Mick, I did get that nap in. I did get a good hour and a half nap. So that's why I'm all lively and stuff. I was like, I've really, really weirdly exhausted today, and I did absolutely nothing today. So, but yeah, I did get that nap in. Nick, thanks for asking. And then Nick wants to know, Michael, do you watch film essays and analysis on YouTube?
Yes.
I love watching a great movie and then hearing the deep discussions on them.
I watch a ton of essays, video essays on YouTube. There's so many great channels. Every Frame Painting is a classic channel. I don't think he's been too active making video essays, but that's where someone should start with those types of analyses on YouTube. But personally, one of my absolute favorite things is watching director commentaries on the DVDs. A lot of times what I'll do is, like, if I have a DVD or a Blu-ray that has a director commentary, I'll watch the film and then immediately start again with the commentary. I'm obsessed with them. Actually, the day before yesterday, I watched Ghost World with the commentary, and it's just like you pick up all these new things that you would literally never have any way to know other than the fact that you're being told by the director or the writer or the actors. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with those.
Speaking of which, we got a good question here. We're going to put Michael on the spot.
Oh,
gotta pick.
Okay. This is a really difficult question. It is. I'm going to need to break it down because otherwise we'd be here all night. So I'm going to have to say, I'm going to break it. Okay. How about we do this? I will give you my top 3 movies I'll give you 3 different categories.
Okay.
I'll say my favorite, one of them will be a classic film. One of them will be a contemporary film. And one of them will be something that is painfully underseen that I think that should be seen more.
Okay.
For the classic, I think I would say The 400 Blows.
I've never even seen that one, actually.
It's, the thing about that is that it's so influential. It's at least 60 or 70 years old now. But when you go and watch that, you'll probably notice the influence it had, whether general influence or a lot of directors have straight up stolen sequences or scenes or framing exactly from that movie. It has an iconic ending, not in like scripted storytelling, but the framing, the way like the last clip of the film, you'll notice that it's so iconic that people call it the 400 Blows ending. And everyone from Wes Anderson to the show Girls has taken that ending and implemented it in their filmmaking. So the 400 Blows would be my favorite classic film. Favorite contemporary film would be probably Blue Valentine. It's just simple story of a relationship, and I like the cinema verite aspect of it. I like that it's few characters, and a lot of times even in the filming, it was a small crew of just the filmmaker being also the camera and sound operator. So that would be my favorite contemporary film. Oh man, now I'm thinking of all sorts of other films because now I'm thinking, do I like Blue Valentine better than Good Time? Like I don't know. That's hard to say. So anyway, I got to just pick and go on. So yeah. Blue Valentine. Now this is a film. Technically, it's 2 films, but it's like a film. It's like a sequel situation that I got to talk about because I think that it's one of the best things ever made, and very, very few people in conversations that have come up with me have seen it. So I just got to give it a shout out. It's one of my favorite films ever. Part 1 is called The Emigrants, and Part 2 is called The New World. It's each film is about 3.5 hours, and they're made as a piece. So it's kind of like a 7-hour epic. And I literally mean epic. Like I consider this in the epic proportions of something like Star Wars. But what's fascinating is that the story is it's a historical drama based off of Swedish immigrants coming to the U.S. back in like the 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s.
Wow.
And it's a story of a family, like a nuclear family unit that uproots themselves. It's a parents and children. They leave their own parents, grandparents, to come to America. They've never seen it. Obviously there were no pictures. Like they only heard like, hey, we can get on a boat and we can go there. We have no idea what's in store, but we know that we're suffering from a famine. We know that times are hard. Let's take a chance. And it's a 7-hour epic of that whole story. And it's in a way, it's the story of how we all got here. It's all of our history here in America. But then the film itself just focuses on one family, and you see them through their lifetime. It's incredible. So that's the Emigrants and The New World, one of my favorites.
Wow, you just gave me a list. I have not seen those. So you definitely just gave me a list of some stuff to watch.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy, Mick and Holly. Take it easy. Thanks.
All right, see you guys. And I had to pin that comment that I wrote there, Michael.
Are you big on listening to like movie podcasts and stuff like that? Like I find myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I go through something. Yeah, I do like listening to podcasts. I like movie ones. But I personally go through like sometimes I get overwhelmed with a lot of podcasts and I'll unsubscribe and then rediscover them like a year later. I'm always up for recommendations. What do you guys like?
I found myself listening to a lot of like horror movie podcasts, and there'll be like a lot of movies that I've really enjoyed. And then I listen to like them break down and review the movie, and they'll absolutely hate it. And then I'll be like, man, maybe that movie really did stink or something like that. And that's like the problem that I have with podcasts, but they're still very, very enjoyable because it kind of works the other way around too. If there's something that like a movie that I didn't really care for too much, but they're raving and tearing it apart and putting it back together, I'll literally go back and watch it and be like, yeah, I don't know where my head was the first time. This is actually a really good movie.
Right. That's what's part of the fun about watching movies, about how you can watch a film and sometimes you're like, oh, I love it. Sometimes you're like, oh, I hate it. But what's most interesting to me is when you're not quite decided at that moment. And sometimes it's days or weeks, or sometimes I sustain periods of years when I'm just like, I can't land hard on the one side or the other. In fact, there's a movie recently that I saw a few months ago, The Lodge. It's a horror film. And that's one where it's like, there's so much I love about it. And there are some things that really trouble me about it. And it tears me up. And like, that's one I love. A podcast that I really like about movies is called I Was There Too. And it's an interview style podcast. And the host will each episode bring on a new person to talk about a film that they were involved in. But the person who was involved in the film is not a central person. It's not a director or a writer or one of the celebrity stars. It's someone who's like a day player, someone who was right in the middle of, they were in the midst of the action, but they had the ability to see what was really going on. It's a fascinating one. That's a cool podcast.
Yeah. And then Ad Rock wants to know, Michael, did you ever watch Road to Perdition?
Not yet, Ad Rock. Ad Rock brings this up because we were talking about it. There was a funny coincidence when Ad Rock hit me up on Instagram talking about Road to Perdition, and literally about 24 hours later, out of the blue, I mean, not later, before he commented, before he started talking about this, I saw it and I was like, I think I'm going to watch that tonight. But no, I still have not seen that. Better Safdie Brothers movie, Good Time or Uncut Gems? This is really difficult. That's a hard question because thematically they're so similar. In terms of cinematically, they're so similar. I think I would say Good Time. That's a hard question. That's really hard. Uncut Gems is fun. Like they both move. The thing with those movies is they move so fast and they're both so engrossing. They're just fun. But also they're stressful. They're both stressful in the same way. The whole time you're just like, why are you doing this? Stop. Go. Like just stop. Just go home. Just don't do what you're about to do. So I love them. Safdie Brothers are easily some of my favorite filmmakers working right now. Everything they make is good.
That's awesome.
Favorite Tarantino movie?
Inglourious Bastards. That's an easy one for me.
Okay.
And I know that that's a kind of a controversial, although I would say that in the past 3 or 4 years, more people have been agreeing with me before, but ever since it came out, I've been saying that that's the best one.
Okay.
I think, yeah, it's hard too, because like Pulp Fiction, I would say is maybe sometimes you'd have to differentiate between saying what's your favorite one and what's the best one. Because right. I might call Pulp Fiction their best one, but my favorite's Inglourious Bastards. Same with Wes Anderson. I might call Royal Tenenbaums the best Wes Anderson film, but I might call Rushmore or Fantastic Mr. Fox my favorite.
Okay.
How about you guys? Favorite Tarantino?
I gotta go. you know, and I think I'm right there with you. I think Pulp Fiction might be his best one made, but I think I have to go with Django Unchained as my favorite.
Oh, it's a good one.
I think I'm with Joe on that one. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That was hard. I mean, I know it came out easy, but that was hard. And I was thinking about that because I had a feeling you were gonna throw that back at me too. So I had to think about it. But I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, I would like Jackie Brown is probably his most like toned down movie, but it's still a pretty solid movie.
Oh,
very good movie.
I changed my answer.
His most underrated for sure.
Yeah.
Good Ad Rock Reservoir Dogs. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also good. They're also good.
Yeah.
His style is like none other.
Right.
All right, guys. So why don't we get to the last question here, and then we'll call it a night. I believe, Michael, I believe you said you're an actor, but do you have any aspiration to write and or direct in the future?
I do. I do. Those are both things that I really like doing, or, you know, I pursue them lightly, but they both also intimidate me. I like to write and I like to direct. And those are things that I actually do. My day job is I do audio video production. I do photo, video, and I do a lot of boom op on sets.
Nice.
So anything that's cinematic storytelling is like where I want to be. Acting's my passion, and I feel like directing is something that I seriously want to do later in my life. But there's also the deeper in I go, the more I learn, the more I realize that I have so much more to learn. So any one of those three things in particular would be a pursuit that you could throw yourself into fully and never really come to the top of your ability. So it's like, yes, I do have interest in all of those, but right now for me, I'm spearheading the acting. That's my thing for now.
Awesome.
You never disappoint with an answer.
Right.
Never.
So there you guys have it. We have an actor who makes amazing beard products. I mean, it's amazing, man. The fact that, again, I can't stress enough the fact that you're a one-man show making all these amazing products, and still, you know, I didn't even know that was your daytime job too. So putting it all together, and you're doing an amazing thing. I cannot wait to see what the rest. I know 2020 has been very weird for everybody. So I'm hoping when things kind of get back to normal, I can't wait to see what else you have in store for everybody in the future. And I can't thank you enough for taking the time that you have to be on here with us.
The pleasure and the honor is mine. This was a blast. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do it again. And guys, remember that code, Kyle and Joe, 25% off. That's good until midnight tonight. So make sure you guys take advantage. I mean, Michael came out here, gave some serious giveaways. Spend $50, you get free shipping, and he's going to throw in his shower gel. He's really showing the community some love. Make sure you guys get out there and support him right back. So a huge thank you to Michael for coming on with us, for all the giveaways, making it a fun stream. And we definitely have to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And everybody who stopped in and is still here to the very end, thank you so much for your ongoing support. If you haven't, hit that thumbs up for us. If you've never checked out any of our videos or have subscribed to us yet, hope you do so. And if you are subscribed, again, thank you guys so much for that support. We love and care about all of you. And hey, keep it growing, right?
Right. All right, guys.
All right.
All right.
Have a great night. Be safe.
Easy, everybody.
See ya.
Later, guys.